Hey, Milo, where on earth are you and why are you not at work? You just disappeared without saying a word.
Good afternoon, Daisy.
Don't give me that calm tone. What about the documents I asked you to prepare? Are they done? You really are hopeless sometimes. So slow.
I'm sorry, but what documents are you referring to?
Don't play dumb with me. I left them on your desk this morning, didn't I? There was a sticky note on top that clearly said, finish by noon today. But you've been missing since the start of the day. You're not even in sales. There's no reason for you to be out of the office. Where the hell are you goofing off?
I'm actually on approved leave today.
What?
I submitted my vacation request in advance, and I got your stamp of approval on the paperwork. I also marked my leave on the department's shared schedule board.
Then go ahead and cancel it and come back to the office right now.
Excuse me?
Seriously, you're going to make us miss the afternoon meeting. Get moving already.
I'm sorry, but I can't come in.
And why not?
Because I'm currently at my family's home in Wisconsin.
What?
The leave I requested was specifically to attend my grandfather's 3rd death anniversary. That's why I traveled back here.
So you'll be back tomorrow, right?
No, not quite. It's a long drive from Wisconsin, and I won't be able to make it back today and still be in shape for work tomorrow. That's why I applied for 2 full days off, today and tomorrow.
You mean you're not coming in tomorrow either?
I believe I explained all of this when I submitted the request. You reviewed it, didn't you? You stamped it yourself. You confirmed the dates.
That's not the point.
I apologize, but I need to drive soon. It's getting late and I have a long road ahead.
Wait.
I really have to go now. I'll talk to you when I'm back.
Hold on a second. What about the work I gave you? You were supposed to finish that report that's due tomorrow. Milo! Milo, do you have a minute?
Good afternoon, Daisy. What can I help you with?
I just uploaded the files for the task I want you to handle tomorrow. It's in the cloud. You can access it anytime.
What?
Our department's work can all be done remotely, can't it? As long as you've got a laptop, there's no reason you can't chip away at it during your free time. So get it done. Just ping me once you've started.
Actually, I didn't bring my laptop with me.
Excuse me?
That's kind of the point, isn't it? I'm on vacation. And while I'm off, the manager agreed to temporarily take over my workload.
What? The manager?
Yes, if you want to assign me work while I'm on leave, you'll need to discuss it with the section chief first. When I return, he'll be handing over anything that needs my attention.
But, I mean...
Also, Daisy...
What now?
I think it's time you stop dumping your own responsibilities onto your subordinates.
Excuse me?
Do you really think I haven't noticed? You've been pushing off the work you were assigned by the manager and even the department head. And then once the rest of us get it done, you present it like it was your own, like you handled it all by yourself.
So what if I did?
You can pretend all you want, but eventually the truth gets out. That kind of thing doesn't stay hidden forever.
You've got a lot of nerve.
I didn't want to have to say it this way, but Carter, who's been stuck handling most of the work you offload, is staying late nearly every night to finish things he was never supposed to be handling in the first place. And Seth? He's only been here 5 months, still new, but you shoved a task on him that no newcomer should have been forced to take on. He looked completely overwhelmed. He came to me nearly in tears asking for help. I stepped in because it was too much for him. So please, I'm asking you to reevaluate the way you've been treating your role and your team.
Who do you think you are? You don't even have a title and you're talking like you're my superior.
You can think whatever you want about me. This isn't personal, it's about the work. And the way things are right now, the imbalance in responsibilities is hurting team performance. That's why I said something.
If you're my subordinate, then it's your duty to do the work I give you.
Carter and Seth and I, We're not your personal assistants. We work under the same team, but we all answer to the section chief and the department head too, not just you.
Hold on.
And like I said earlier, if there's a task that really needs handling by tomorrow, please speak with the section chief. Now, if you'll excuse me, my father's calling. We're in the middle of a family matter.
Don't you dare walk away from me. You think you can just defy your superior like that? Milo!
Milo, sorry to bother you while you're on vacation. Do you have a moment? Oh, Stephen, good morning. Good morning. Is something wrong? Did something happen at work? No, nothing work-related. It's, something else entirely. Oh, all right. What's going on? I was wondering if you could take a look at my daughter's computer. Ah, do you mean the custom PC I helped you build a while back? That's the one. She's been using it more heavily lately. Apparently, she installed a drawing program and a video editing app. But ever since then, she says the computer's been running really slow. It's getting frustrating for her. Ah, I see. It sounds like the software is too heavy for the current specs. Maybe the memory or processing power aren't keeping up. Yeah, that's what I figured. Do you think there's anything you can do? Maybe some upgrades or tweaks? Well, I can't say anything definite without checking it out properly, but it doesn't sound like anything too serious. I'm fairly confident we can get it running better. That's a relief. I told her if anyone could help, it'd be you. I'll do my best. When would you like me to take a look? Is it all right if I bring it to the office tomorrow? I'll have her pack it up and I'll drop it off before lunch. Yes, that works perfectly. I'll be back at work the day after tomorrow, but I can swing by and pick it up if needed, or check it on my off hours if you're in a rush. No, there's no major rush. She's just frustrated because she's been really into her digital art and was trying out some editing for a school project. She got all excited and then hit a wall when everything started lagging. I hate seeing her discouraged. That's understandable. Sometimes these creative tools demand a lot from the system, especially the newer versions. But I'll take a look and see if we can either optimize what she has or maybe recommend a reasonable upgrade. You're a lifesaver. I appreciate it, Milo. Of course. Happy to help. It's kind of funny, you know. You built that thing from scratch and it's held up great so far, but leave it to kids to push it to its limits within a year. Yeah, that sounds about right. They get curious, start creating, and next thing you know, they're rendering full-blown videos on mid-tier hardware. Exactly. And of course, she didn't tell me any of this until it was borderline unusable. Classic. I'll take care of it. Just have her back up anything important, just in case. Will do. I'll tell her to copy anything essential to her cloud drive before I bring it in. Great. I'll message you once I've taken a look under the hood. Thanks again, Milo, and sorry again for bugging you during your time off. No worries at all. It's a nice change of pace from the usual work stuff. I owe you one. You've helped me plenty. Happy to return the favor. All right then, see you tomorrow. See ya.
Milo, you really messed up this time, didn't you?
Good morning, Daisy. What exactly did I mess up?
I just got to the office a few minutes ago, and I was shocked, let me tell you. Your computer, it's completely soaked in Coke. Sticky, fizzy disaster.
Excuse me? My computer?
Don't tell me. Did you forget a bottle of soda on your desk before you left yesterday? Maybe it tipped over. I don't know what happened, but that machine, never seen it before, mind you, looks expensive. But since it's here at the office, I figured it must be company property, right? That's when I thought, oh no, maybe it's got all the meeting data saved on it, and now it's totally fried. How do you plan to explain that, huh? What a mess. Honestly, wow, you really did it this time.
Just to clarify, are you talking about a silver and black desktop computer?
Yeah, that's the one. big thing sitting right there in the middle of your desk, or what's left of it.
Right. That's not my computer.
What?
And for the record, I had it carefully wrapped in protective plastic to make sure no one tampered with it or spilled anything on it. So unless someone deliberately unwrapped it...
Wait, hold on.
Also, may I ask, why are you at the office today?
Huh? Because I came to work. Why else?
Daisy, starting today, the entire company is on remote work. That includes our department. It was in the announcement last week.
It starts today?
Yes. Only a few folks from the coding sales team are scheduled to drop by later this afternoon, and the president himself said he'd be swinging by briefly.
I thought that was from tomorrow.
Nope, starting today. Also, everyone in our department is issued laptops, not desktops, so that machine on the desk isn't company issued. And considering it was clearly wrapped in protective covering, didn't it occur to you that maybe, just maybe, it wasn't yours to mess with?
Well, I mean, it was sitting on your desk, so...
Sure, I get that much, but how do you explain the wrapping being torn off? How do you explain the fact that it's now drenched in Coke?
I mean, it was just already soaked when I saw it.
Before you go any further, let me clarify something. That computer belongs to someone else, and I left it there on purpose.
Wait, what? Whose is it?
It's the president's daughter's computer.
What?
Yes, she's been using a custom PC that I built for her a while back. The president asked me to upgrade the memory this week. I finished the upgrade yesterday, but since he was out of the office all day and I'd be working remotely starting today, I left it on my desk so he could pick it up when he stops by.
Wait. Why the hell is the president's daughter's PC sitting on your desk?
Because he asked me to build it. It's a custom rig. I'm pretty good with hardware, and this isn't the first time I've helped out. I wrapped it carefully after I finished the work so nothing would happen to it. The president and I agreed that he'd collect it himself this morning.
I never even saw it during working hours yesterday.
That's because I kept it locked in my storage locker. I only brought it out and placed it on my desk right before I left. You probably didn't see it because you clocked out the moment the end of day chime rang. But several of our co-workers stayed late. They saw me bring the PC out and even came over to ask about it. I told them whose it was.
Wait, so I'm the only one who didn't know?
Yes, apparently so.
Are you saying you think it was me who spilled the Coke?
Yes.
Excuse me? That's ridiculous. For all you know, someone else could have come in last night. An intruder. Ever consider that?
Sure, except that the president himself already checked the security camera footage.
What? The president?
Yes! While we've been having this little chat, I got in touch with him, told him what happened. He was already commuting to the office, so he pulled the security footage remotely.
And...
According to him, there's clear footage showing you, Daisy, walking straight up to my desk, ripping off the wrapping from the computer, and pouring a bottle of Coke right on top of it.
That's absurd. That can't be true.
I'm afraid it is. And you know the president, he's extremely protective of his daughter.
So, what now?
Well, judging by the time, I'd say he'll be arriving any minute now. You might want to prepare yourself. After that incident, Daisy never responded again. Not a single message, no apology, no attempt to explain, nothing. And honestly, I wasn't surprised in the slightest, because the real storm came right after. Our company president completely lost it when he found out. You see, the laptop that Daisy had destroyed wasn't just any company-issued device. It belonged to the president's daughter, who'd been using it for her university thesis and some startup project work. There were months' worth of documents, research files, and sensitive data on that machine. Daisy had taken it home under the pretense of installing some optional optimization software to make it run faster, something no one asked her to do in the first place. Fortunately, I had taken the liberty of backing up all the data to a shared drive the week before. That backup was the only reason we didn't lose everything. But what really sealed Daisy's fate was what she did next. For some baffling reason, after accidentally spilling an entire bottle of Coke over the laptop, she tried to turn it on. Not just once, but multiple times. The internal circuitry was fried, the motherboard was gone, and the battery short-circuited so badly it bloated the casing. It was total and irreversible damage. In the emergency meeting that followed, the president was calm, at least outwardly, but his eyes were cold. He laid out the terms directly. Daisy would be responsible for purchasing a replacement laptop of the exact same specifications fully out of her own pocket. No exceptions. And not just any laptop. His daughter had customized the original with high-end components suitable for video editing, coding, and design software. Basically, we were talking about a professional-grade machine. I was brought in again to source the parts and rebuild the custom unit. When I submitted the estimated cost, it came out to $3,500, including parts, accessories, and the time it would take to assemble and install everything. The president looked it over, nodded once, and added an extra fee to compensate me for the inconvenience. It was generous, honestly. To be fair, the cost wasn't unbearable. Daisy could have covered it with some savings, maybe a short-term loan. But I think that's when everything started to unravel for her. After the financial hit, her work performance plummeted. She started pushing off her responsibilities onto others, missing deadlines, and avoiding team meetings. Every small mistake she made was met with cold stares and whispers behind her back. The atmosphere around her grew suffocating. No one trusted her, and frankly, no one wanted to work with her anymore. She tried to keep up appearances at first, acting like nothing was wrong, but the guilt, the pressure, and the isolation must have caught up with her. It wasn't long before she handed in a resignation letter, claiming she wanted to pursue other opportunities. No one believed that for a second. And just like that, she was gone, packed up her desk on a Friday evening and slipped out without a word. Word later got around that she'd moved back in with her parents. She's not working, not studying, not even looking for a job. From what I hear, she rarely leaves the house, spending most of her time sleeping, browsing the internet, or watching TV. A full-blown recluse.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Milan, can we talk for a minute? Huh? Nia? What is this about? It's been a while since we last talked. How have you been? Yeah, I guess it has. So what's the deal? Why are you suddenly acting all friendly and casual like this? We were never that close. What are you talking about, Milan? We used to be on a first-name basis. We started using first names just because we sat near each other in one class back in college. You kept chatting with me out of nowhere and insisted I call you by your name. Honestly, I don't remember us being particularly close, so what do you want? Wow, so I was the only one who thought we were close? We hung out together, you know. You mean that one time you were at a group date my friend invited me to? I don't even remember talking to you there. There you go again, saying things like that. Well, it's true. Anyway, if you're not getting to the point, I'm done responding. This is starting to feel like a waste of time. I didn't know you were this cold. No wonder you can't understand other people's feelings. What's that supposed to mean? Did I do something to you? Because last I checked, we haven't even seen each other since graduation. Yeah, I know. I haven't actually spoken to you since then. I just happened to see you. What do you mean? I wanted to talk about Caleb. Caleb? How do you even know about him? Oh, I figured you wouldn't know. Well, Caleb and I are childhood friends. Childhood friends? Yeah, we grew up in the same neighborhood. We went to middle school together. He even confessed to me back then. Really? And? Well, I turned him down. I didn't think he was quite good enough for me at the time. Oh, okay. Anyway, I was back home during the last holiday, and guess what? Caleb was visiting his parents, too. We ran into each other completely by chance. Doesn't that sound like fate? Not really. You're so cold. But you know what? Even I didn't think much of it at first. Yeah, well, Caleb hasn't really changed much. He's had the same face for years. Let me guess, you were drawn to his looks? Wait, how did you know? You're not even going to deny it? I just remembered seeing someone at that group date who ignored everyone else just to chase after the best-looking guy there. You annoyed him so much that he tried to avoid you. Well, that's harsh. You're making me sound like some shallow girl who only cares about appearances. I mean, yeah, I used to be like that, but this is different. Caleb's special. He's kind and easy to talk to. So what? Is that why you're contacting me? What does this have to do with me and Caleb? I confessed to him, okay? I told him how I felt, but he turned me down. Said he was already seeing someone. Then yesterday I saw him walking with you, and I realized you're the one he's dating. Took you long enough to figure that out. Honestly, I barely remember what you look like. Even as a joke, that's kind of mean, but whatever. Caleb's nice, though, isn't he? I wasn't joking, and yeah, I guess he's nice enough, but what's your point? I mean, think about it. Even after I confessed, he still rejected me properly. He didn't make excuses or try to sneak around. He actually respected the person he's with, even if he doesn't really love her. That's sweet, right? Wait, what did you just say? That he's sweet? No, the part where you said, even if he doesn't really love her. Are you seriously talking about me? Yeah, obviously. And what exactly makes you think that? Because he confessed to me before. Why would he suddenly be in love with someone else? Clearly, he's just dating you because he couldn't get over me. Are you serious right now? Of course I'm serious. He's always liked me. Why would that change? I doubt he's met anyone more attractive than me since then. Wow, you are unbelievable. You really think the world just pauses for you, huh? It's not like that. I'm just being realistic. I mean, back then, Caleb was so obvious about how much he liked me. He couldn't even talk to me without stumbling over his words. His face would turn red just by standing next to me. Do you really think feelings like that just disappear? Yeah, it's called moving on. People do it all the time. I don't buy it. He's just pretending with you. Maybe he's just tired of being single, or maybe you're just convenient. I mean, no offense, but Caleb's way out of your league. There's no way he's really into you. Right? And I'm sure you telling yourself that makes you feel better. You know what? Fine. Believe whatever you want, but you should know when I talked to Caleb, we actually had a great conversation. He remembered so much about me. Stuff I didn't even think he'd still remember. He remembered my favorite color, the old nickname my friends used to call me, even the way I used to tie my hair back in middle school. Doesn't that say something? Yeah, it says that Caleb's polite enough not to ignore you. It doesn't mean he's secretly in love with you. You're being ridiculous. You can't seriously believe he's really over me. I can and I do. Look, if you think Caleb's still stuck on you, that's your problem, but don't drag me into your little fantasy. It's not a fantasy. Caleb and I have a history. You're just some phase. He's with you now because he's unsure of himself. Once he realizes that, he'll come back to me. If you really believe that, then why are you even calling me? If you're so confident that Caleb's going to leave me for you, why are you wasting your time trying to convince me? Because I wanted to warn you. I thought you deserved to know that you're just a placeholder. I figured if you had any self-respect, you'd walk away before you got hurt. Wow, that's rich coming from you. Here's a better idea. How about you deal with your own rejection like an adult instead of pretending you're trying to help me? Caleb told you no. Maybe you should try respecting that instead of acting like you're entitled to him. I'm not acting entitled. You're literally telling me to break up with my boyfriend because you think you're somehow guaranteed to win him back. That's pathetic. I'm just being honest. I'm trying to help you. No, you're trying to make yourself feel better. You want to believe that Caleb only rejected you because of me, not because he's just not interested in you anymore. That's the truth you can't face. That's not true. If you're so sure Caleb still wants you, go ahead and keep waiting for him. But I'll tell you right now, Caleb's not coming back to you. He's with me now, and he's happy, so whatever little story you're telling yourself, it's not real. What? Nothing. No, seriously, don't give me that. What's going on? I told you it's nothing. Forget it. You know, I've been thinking. You're only dating Caleb because you forced yourself on him, right? I bet you cornered him, made him feel like he couldn't say no. Caleb's far too nice for his own good, so I am sure you just pressured him until he gave in. Wow. You really believe that? No, Caleb's the one who asked me out. Yeah, right. Don't act like I'm stupid. I already know what really happened. No, you don't. Not even close. Look, this is what I really wanted to say. Oh boy, here we go. What is it this time? I want you to break up with Caleb. What? You heard me. I want you to break up with him. Yeah, no. What? Why not? Because this is insane. Why would I break up with my boyfriend just because you told me to? Because you're just in the way. Caleb doesn't really love you. He's just too nice to say it. He's trying not to hurt your feelings, that's all. So if you actually cared about him, you'd let him go. And what makes you think I'd just take your word for that? Because Caleb loves me. He always has. And I love him too. If you weren't in the picture, we'd be together already. Face it, he's practically my boyfriend. You're just temporary. You're actually serious right now, aren't you? Of course I'm serious. I've been waiting long enough. Just break up with him already. Okay, wow. Listen, let me make this crystal clear. I am not breaking up with Caleb because you've got some weird fantasy about him. Whatever you've been telling yourself, it's not real. If you won't break up with him, then we're not friends anymore. Are you okay? Seriously, we were never friends to begin with. So, yeah, I guess we're done now. Tragic. Don't say that. We've always been friends. Do you want to be friends or do you not want to be friends? Pick one already, because I am honestly not interested either way. Ugh, just break up with him already. He deserves someone like me, not you. Mind if I ask you something? What now? You said Caleb isn't even your type, right? That you weren't really into his looks at first? Yeah, so? So what changed? I don't know. We were talking and I found out he's the CEO of his company now. He's not that much older than me either, and honestly, I was surprised. I didn't think someone our age could already be that successful. Ah, got it. So it's the money. Yeah, that makes sense. You know what? I'll give you credit for being upfront about it. At least you're honest in your own twisted way. Oh, please, don't make it sound like that. Money's important, but it's not everything. But it matters. I'm not going to apologize for wanting some security. Right, except you were just saying Caleb's the love of your life. Sounds like what you actually love is his paycheck. That's not fair. I really do love him. Right. You love Caleb. Just the version of him that happens to have a fat bank account. That's not true. Be honest with yourself. If Caleb wasn't a CEO, if he was just some regular guy working a 9-to-5 job, you wouldn't even give him the time of day. That's not true. Sure, whatever you say. Nia. What now? Do you know someone named May? She's your friend, right? The one who invited us to that outing a while back? Yeah, I know her. Why? Well, May told me something interesting the other day. She said one of her friends recently got scammed, tricked into racking up debt by some guy. Sound familiar? Yeah, that was me. I figured. So you're drowning in debt, and now you're trying to use Caleb as your safety net. Makes sense. It's not like that. Oh, really? What else am I supposed to think? You suddenly fell in love right after finding out Caleb's successful? Please. That's not fair. You don't know what I've been through. I know enough, and since we're talking about Caleb, want to hear something interesting he told me? What did he say? He mentioned something from middle school, said there was this dumb prank he got roped into once. Some stupid dare where he had to confess to a younger girl as a joke. Wait, what? Yeah, apparently it was this ridiculous prank. Confess to someone and see how they react. Caleb told me he felt horrible about it afterward. Said he still feels guilty to this day. Even though he ended up getting rejected, it stuck with him. Said it made him realize how hurtful it is to mess with someone's feelings like that. And what's your point? My point is, Caleb's been played before. He knows what it feels like to be strung along. You really think he's dumb enough to fall for your act? That's not... And that's not all. When Caleb visited home recently, he said something else. What did he say? He mentioned running into some girl on his way back. Said she started clinging to him out of nowhere, kept going on about how they were childhood friends or something. He said she practically threw herself at him and then confessed like she was doing him a favor. That can't be. That was you, wasn't it? You seriously thought you could just show up, bat your eyelashes, and have him fall into your lap? I didn't think. Oh, I know you didn't think. That's exactly the problem. Whatever you convinced yourself was happening, that wasn't reality. It was all in your head. No, it can't be. Hate to break it to you, but Caleb's not interested. He never was. And honestly, if this whole thing was just about digging up a rich guy to fix your money problems, that's just pathetic. Shut up. You don't know what I've been through. Don't act like you're better than me. You're right. I don't know what you've been through, but I know this. Caleb doesn't owe you anything. If you've really got the time to cause scenes like this, maybe you should put that energy toward figuring out how to pay off your debt. And while you're at it, stay away from Caleb. He doesn't need your mess dragging him down. After that, I didn't hear anything from her for a while. At first, I wondered if it was just temporary, like maybe she was taking some time to sort through everything, to process what had happened. But as days turned into weeks, I started to realize that she had completely distanced herself. It was almost as though she had vanished without a trace. The silence was deafening, and it left me with a feeling of uncertainty, not just about her, but about what had transpired between us all. It wasn't until later that I heard from May. She had gotten some details about what had happened to her after our last encounter. Apparently, she had thrown herself into trying to pay off the debts that had been hanging over her head. She must have been desperate, as we all can be when faced with financial pressures. But instead of finding a way out, her attempts had only made things worse. In her rush to solve that problem, she had ended up accumulating even more debt, spiraling deeper into the hole she had already dug for herself. The realization hit me hard. Debt is not something to be taken lightly. It can entrap people in ways they don't even anticipate. I had known that financial struggles were a reality for many people, but hearing how much she had gotten caught in it made me realize just how easy it is for someone to fall victim to a vicious cycle. It made me reflect on how dangerous debt really is. It doesn't just affect your bank account, it affects your peace of mind, your sense of security, and your mental health. The worry, the constant anxiety about how to make ends meet, how to pay off what you owe, it's overwhelming. And I could see how quickly it can spiral, how someone can make one bad decision after another while trying to dig themselves out, only to end up even further in the hole. I was thankful that I had never been in that position, but hearing May's account made me more aware of how easily it can all unravel. May also told me that one of the worst parts of it all was that she had been tricked. In her desperation, she had fallen victim to a scam, someone who promised to help her get back on track only to make things worse. I couldn't help but feel a sense of anger and frustration. People who take advantage of others when they're most vulnerable are the worst kinds of predators. Scams like that are an unfortunate reality for so many, and I felt a strange mixture of sympathy and concern for her. She had been in such a difficult place that she couldn't even see the manipulation happening right in front of her. I've always known that people like that exist, but hearing how easily they could exploit someone made me more cautious in the future. It's scary how quickly trust can be shattered, how quickly one's life can be altered in the worst way possible when they least expect it. Despite everything, I had already moved on from the chaos that surrounded her. At that point, I had made a decision to marry the man I loved. We were in a stable place now, with no more uncertainty clouding our future. There was no fear of being tricked into something like a marriage scam because I knew my partner was someone I could trust completely. We had already been through so much together, and our relationship had only grown stronger. His business had finally become successful after years of hard work, and it was because of that success that he felt confident enough to propose to me. I couldn't have been happier. It wasn't just the proposal itself that made me feel so confident. It was the culmination of everything we had worked through together. His hard work, determination, and loyalty to me were qualities that I admired deeply. I had seen the highs and lows of his journey, and I was proud to stand by him through it all. His success wasn't just his own, it was ours. It felt like the reward for all the time we had invested into each other, for all the faith we had placed in one another. As I reflected on everything, it struck me just how differently things had turned out for both of us. While she had continued to struggle, constantly battling against the tide of her own choices, I had managed to find peace and stability. I had built a life with someone I could count on, someone who loved me unconditionally, and I was now preparing to marry him. The contrast between our situations was stark, and it made me think about the decisions I had made in my own life, how they had led me to where I was today. There was something deeply humbling in realizing how our choices, whether big or small, shaped our lives. In some ways, I almost felt a sense of guilt about how things had turned out. I didn't wish for her to suffer, but at the same time, I knew that her situation was a result of her own actions. She had made reckless choices, trusted the wrong people, and ultimately found herself alone and burdened by debts she couldn't handle. It was a harsh lesson, but one that I think she would have to learn on her own. The more I thought about it, the more I realized that there was nothing more I could do for her. Sometimes you have to let people face the consequences of their actions, no matter how hard that may be. And while I couldn't change her fate, I knew that I was in control of my own future. I had worked hard to get where I was, and I was not going to let anything, or anyone, ruin the happiness I had found. I had learned so much from the past, lessons about trust, responsibility, and the importance of making careful decisions. And with those lessons, I was moving forward, ready to start a new chapter with the man I loved. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Jamie! Oh my gosh, it's been forever. Got a sec? Oh, hey, Carly. Yeah, it's been a while. Still as low energy as ever, I see. That's just how I am, I guess. See, that's why you're still single. You really need to be more outgoing, like me. Ever heard of social skills? Just saying. Did you message me for a reason? Huh? I mean, we haven't spoken since high school, not even once, so I figured this sudden message meant you needed something? Oh, right. I almost forgot. So, listen, I borrowed that empty lot next to your house. Wait, what? You know, the one next to your family's place, that open field. Yeah, I used that. Hold on, you mean the vacant land next to my parents' house? That's my grandfather's property. Yep, that's the one. Bingo. Okay, but I can't give you permission for that. It's not mine. It's my grandfather's land. Then just let your grandpa know for me, would you? Just tell him that an old high school friend of yours left about 20 cars there and we'll pick them up in 3 days. 20 cars? Yeah. We're heading off on a class reunion trip. Class reunion? A trip? Oh, right, not high school. It's my middle school reunion. I'm the organizer this year. Pretty impressive, right? But 20 cars? Yep, 20. We're all meeting up at the airport and flying to the destination. So I need a place for everyone to park their cars while we're gone. And then it hit me. Your family's empty lot is perfect. Close to the airport, totally unused, super convenient. You're seriously telling me you left 20 cars on my grandfather's land without asking anyone, and you expect me to just go along with it? Exactly. You don't even live there anymore, so what's the problem? It's just empty space. Anyway, I'm counting on you to let your grandpa know. I'd really appreciate it if he could, not tow them or anything. We'll be back in 3 days, tops. No, I can't help you with this. Why not? Just tell him. That's literally all I'm asking. One little favor. Because you should have asked for permission before using the land, not after. And I don't live nearby anymore. I moved. If you want permission, you need to contact him yourself. No can do. Why? Because I'm already on the plane. Wait, what? Yep, I'm texting you from the departure gate. We just boarded. Anyway, thanks in advance. You're a lifesaver, Jamie. Carly, what you're doing is not okay. You can't just dump cars on someone else's property without permission and expect it to magically work out. Oh, come on, Jamie. Don't be such a buzzkill. It's not like anyone's using that land. It's literally just sitting there. What difference does it make? It makes a huge difference. That land doesn't belong to you. And if anything happens, like damage, theft, whatever, you're making my grandfather liable for it. Don't overthink it. Nothing's gonna happen. We'll be back soon. The cars are fine. Relax. No, you don't get to tell me to relax. You made a decision that affects someone else's private property without asking permission, and now you're acting like it's my responsibility to clean up after you. Okay, now you're just being dramatic. I was just trying to help everyone out. It's not a big deal. It is a big deal. You didn't even have the decency to ask beforehand. You waited until you were on the plane to casually drop this on me like it's no biggie. Oh my God, Jamie, chill. It's 3 days. Why are you being so uptight? I thought you'd grown up, but you're still the same little rule stickler from high school. And you're still the same entitled attention seeker who thinks being loud means being right. Wow, okay, rude much? No, what's rude is trespassing on someone else's land, dumping 20 cars on it, and then telling me it's my job to make it okay. I said I'd move them in 3 days. What more do you want? How about, I don't know, basic respect, a common courtesy? A phone call before doing something that affects my family? Well, it's a little late for that now, isn't it? Anyway, I'll message you when we're back. Carly, don't do this. If you don't sort this out, we're going to have a real problem. This isn't a joke. Well, I'm not worried. You're too nice to cause trouble. Okay, gotta go. Flight's about to take off. Wish me bon voyage. Carly, wait. Bye. Mom, do you have a second? It's urgent. Oh, Jamie, what's the matter? It's the empty lot next to our house. Huh? What about it? There are like 20 cars parked there without permission. What? Cars? I'm out shopping right now, so I can't check on it at the moment. What about Grandpa? Is he home? At this time of day? He's probably at one of his meetings. Oh, this is bad. Wait a minute. Now that you mention it, I think that lot was supposed to be used this weekend. Wait, seriously? Yeah, your grandfather mentioned something about lending it out to someone over the holiday. Lending it to who? You know, his childhood friend. Oh, what is his name again? Don't tell me. Lucifer? Yes, that's the one. Oh no, that makes it so much worse. What's going on with this illegal parking mess? 20 cars? That's not even a little misunderstanding. That's a full-on event. Apparently, one of my high school classmates is organizing a reunion trip for their middle school friends. They're all flying out for it, and since the airport's relatively close, they decided to use the empty lot like it's a parking garage. Wait, what? Are you serious? Who just decides an empty lot is public parking? I figured if the lot wasn't in use, I could ask Grandpa and work something out. But of course, of all days, it had to overlap with the one day it's actually reserved. And for Lucifer, no less. That's really unfortunate timing. Yeah, and you know how strict Lucifer is, right? If he shows up and finds 20 random cars blocking his setup, he's going to blow a gasket. He'll definitely assume we've completely disregarded his request. This could end really badly if we don't fix it fast. All right, leave it to me. I'll get in touch with Grandpa right away and explain the situation before it spirals. Thank you. I'll try to track down the classmate who arranged all this and see if they can contact the drivers. Good. Make sure they move those cars immediately. If Lucifer arrives and sees that mess, it's not just going to be a bad look. It might turn into a full-on fight. Tell me about it. Last time he was upset, he didn't speak to Grandpa for 3 years, and that was just over a forgotten birthday card. Exactly. So let's not add this to the list. You make your calls, and I'll handle Grandpa. Got it. Thanks, Mom. Carly, you seriously need to move those cars, all of them, right now. Huh? Are you kidding? It's way too late for that. I'm literally on the plane already. I just checked with my family. That empty lot, it's been officially loaned out to one of my grandfather's friends for the whole holiday weekend. Wait, what? So please, I am begging you, come back right now and have everyone move their cars. No way. That's not how this works, Jamie. First come, first served. I claimed that lot first, so get used to it. That's how these things go. You can't be serious. This is a real problem. Oh, please. What's it for anyway? Let me guess. Some cute little neighborhood gathering for old folks to play gate ball or whatever. They can take a break for a few days. Let the seniors sip tea on the porch and chill in peace. That's such a cruel way to talk about them. And just so you know, if you try to tow any of those cars, you're gonna regret it. A lot of the people on this trip, total wild cards from back in middle school. If you pull something stupid, well, you know what could happen, don't you? You think you can intimidate me into ignoring this? It doesn't work like that, Carly. I'm asking you seriously, please come back and move the cars before this gets worse. Seriously? You're still going on about this? I I'm in the middle of swapping stories with old friends, having a total nostalgia moment. And here you are ruining the vibe. Give it a rest already. Carly, you don't understand. This isn't just some casual situation. The person my grandfather loaned the lot to, it's bad. Like, really bad. Oh, please. Don't tell me this is one of those, my grandpa's friend used to be a dangerous badass back in the day stories. That's hilarious. No, this isn't some cute story. He's seriously intimidating. People still avoid him even now. This isn't the kind of guy you want to mess with, Carly. Please, I'm asking one last time. Just move the cars. Bye-bye. Carly, you can't just walk away from this. I am really in a bind here. Carly, I'm begging you. Say something. You can't just ignore me now. Carly, don't do this. This is serious. God, you're so persistent. You know what? I am blocking you until this trip is over. Wait, Carly. Carly, don't you dare. I'm blocking you for now. Unbelievable. Jamie, what the hell is this? I can't move my car. Hi, Carly. Don't hi, Carly, me. What's going on with the entrance to the lot? How are we supposed to get our cars out? What do you mean? There's a whole row of traffic cones lined up like a barricade. So I tried to drive through and push them aside, but when I hit them, my car got wrecked. Oh, yeah. About that. Yeah? Why the hell were the cones that strong? Who fills traffic cones with concrete? Who even does that? Well, I'm not at the scene, obviously, but I talked to my grandfather. He said his friend, the one using the lot this weekend, set those up. What? Yeah, concrete-filled traffic cones. Heavy enough that they can't be knocked over by the wind. Or a car, apparently. And your grandpa was okay with that? Of course, he was fully aware. He gave permission. Unbelievable. What am I supposed to do about my car? Are you paying for the damage? You better cover the repair costs. Yeah. See, here's the thing. Do you really think you're in any position to demand that? Excuse me? You illegally parked 20 cars in someone else's private lot. No permission, no notice, just dumped them there. Then you tried to force your way out and damaged your own vehicle. That's on you. Are you serious right now? Do you know who you're talking to? The people on this reunion trip aren't exactly what you'd call law-abiding citizens, okay? We were a wild bunch back in middle school. You mess with us, things could get real ugly real fast. Speaking of which, you're also looking at a $50,000 damage claim. What? Yeah, the friend my grandfather loaned the lot to, he owns a company. They were planning to hold a big holiday event there. But thanks to your little parking stunt, they had to scrap the entire setup. What? But if they found another venue, what's the problem? No harm done, right? Sounds like an overreaction to me. Oh, sure. Let me break it down for you. The new location wasn't free. They had to rent the land at the last minute, way more expensive. The event start time was delayed, which meant vendors lost business. Then there were last-minute announcements, flyers, social media ads, all rushed, all costly. And since the new site was further out, they had to rent buses and hire drivers to shuttle attendees. Add that to the logistical chaos and manpower costs, it all added up to $50,000. And guess what? You're the reason. You've got to be kidding me. You're not actually planning to bill me for that. Oh, you'll be getting a formal invoice soon. You think you can scare me with some paperwork? You think this is over just because you've got some big shot friend in event planning? Let me ask you something. Do you know where my dad works? Nope. Should I? He's with the Lucifer Group. Ever heard of them? They're a major player in this area. Run the whole regional construction and land business. And the boss there, my dad's big brother figure. That guy's like royalty around here. So if someone tries to mess with his employee's daughter, they're basically asking for a world of pain. You sure you want to go down that road? Oh, I see. You get it now. That's kind of awkward. Awkward? What do you mean? The man my grandfather loaned the lot to? That's Mr. Lucifer, you know, the head of the Lucifer Group. What? Yeah, so your dad is his subordinate? Small world. Wait, no, no. You're lying. I'm not. Mr. Lucifer's been close friends with my grandfather since they were kids. When I was growing up, he used to bring me snacks and little toys. He's actually super sweet when he's not in business mode. No. Sorry, I got carried away with the nostalgia. Anyway, back to your situation. Jamie, this is bad. This is seriously bad. Yeah, you should probably call your parents, like, now. Wait, you're just leaving me like this? What else do you expect? I don't know. Help me out. Explain it to Mr. Lucifer or something. Tell him I didn't mean any harm, that it was a misunderstanding. Why would I stick my neck out for you? You're the one who trespassed, blocked the lot, destroyed property, and tried to threaten me. You made this mess. But... 50,000, Carly. Good luck explaining that to Mr. Lucifer. Bye. Apparently, Carly had told everyone going on the trip that parking on the empty lot nearby was pre-approved and that she had already received permission. With her usual confidence and smugness, she reassured the group that there was no problem whatsoever. Everyone trusted her word, not thinking twice about it, but then disaster struck. A few weeks later, a notice arrived. A hefty $50,000 fine had been issued for illegal parking across the entire group. Apparently, the owner of the land had never given permission in the first place. Carly's little lie had just exploded into a massive problem. Instead of taking responsibility, she had the nerve to suggest that they all split the bill evenly. With a straight face, she proposed, "Well, since we all parked there together, it's only fair we split the cost." But that was the final straw. Her deception came to light instantly. No one had agreed to the parking on their own. It was all based on her claim that it was approved. The backlash was swift and merciless. Everyone turned on her. There were angry calls, messages filled with disbelief and betrayal, and some of the group even posted about it online. One by one, people started cutting ties with her. Friends she'd known for years blocked her, others publicly denounced her, and the few who hesitated were soon swayed by just how calculated her lie had been. By the end of the week, she was completely isolated. In the end, she had no choice but to take on the full $50,000 debt herself. There was no one willing to help. As for her father, he's an employee at Lucifer Group, a fairly well-known company. He wasn't fired, surprisingly, but rather than getting angry at Carly's humiliation bringing shame to the family name, he took it as a wake-up call. Out of gratitude to his company for not letting him go during such an embarrassing ordeal, he decided it was time to take serious action. He reached out to his boss, someone with real connections, and through that arranged for Carly to be placed in what's basically a rehabilitation boot camp. It's a live-in job, extremely demanding both physically and mentally, meant to reform spoiled and entitled young adults through hard labor and discipline. Since then, I've occasionally received messages from Carly. Pathetic little things like, "Please help me, I can't take it anymore," and "Why is this happening to me?" But honestly, I feel nothing at this point. She created this mess. She lied, manipulated, and then tried to throw everyone else under the bus to save herself. I'm not about to play the savior now that the consequences are finally catching up to her. I haven't replied to any of her messages, and honestly, I think it's time I block her entirely.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.
Hey, Kennedy. What's up? Are you having fun on your trip? Yeah, of course. I'm really enjoying it. Just today I've gotten to visit so many places and everything's been amazing. I've never traveled like this before, so it's a whole new experience. You left pretty early this morning, didn't you? Have you made it to your hotel? Yeah, I'm already here. Why? What's going on? Oh, I just wanted to chat with you for a bit. I had something on my mind. Sure, what's it about? Well, this is kind of a side note, but I was really surprised when you suddenly decided to go on a trip all by yourself. I mean, you said you were going to Seattle, right? That's pretty far. I was shocked that you were able to get all the way there. And I bet it cost quite a bit, didn't it? Yeah, it wasn't exactly cheap, but, I've been planning to travel more in the future, so this trip is kind of like the beginning. I've been saving up little by little for a while now. Finally, after all this time, I got to take my first big trip. Wow, I didn't realize you'd been saving up for so long. I honestly had no idea. Well, I invited a few friends to come along too, but they all turned me down. Even though I offered to pay for them, they said they'd only go once they could afford it on their own. So you're saying you've got some extra money, huh? That's pretty impressive. Hey, Jan. Yeah? So, What's the real reason you wanted to talk to me? Ah, right. I guess I can get to the point now, Kennedy. What? Do you happen to know anything about my credit card? Huh? What are you talking about? No, I don't know anything about it. Why are you asking me? Well, I only realized it was missing this morning, right after you left. The night before last, I was going through my cards, and I definitely had it then. And yesterday, I forgot to bring my card holder home with me, so I left it at the house. I thought maybe you might have noticed it or seen something since you were here the whole time. I even tried calling you earlier today, but I guess you didn't get the message. Oh, right. Well, now that you mention it, I'm sorry. I didn't even think about it. I've been so caught up in sightseeing that I didn't pay attention to anything else. Yeah, I get it, but just to make sure, you don't know anything about it, right? No, don't. Sorry, I didn't mean to be any help. Well, I guess that means you don't know anything about it. It's fine, I'll figure it out. Wait, what's wrong? Are you okay? You seem upset. Honestly, I am not okay. If you didn't know anything about it, I'm wondering if I should report it to the police. I mean, if someone's using my card, it's better to act fast, right? What? The police? Why would you call the police? Well, that's the usual thing to do when your credit card is missing. You have to report it right away to prevent any fraudulent charges. Oh, I don't know. Does it really need to be that serious? Kennedy, I'm not sure you understand the gravity of losing a credit card. Since you don't have one, maybe you just don't realize how important it is. Is it really that big of a deal? You don't even get it, do you? Are you making fun of me? No, I'm not trying to mock you. I'm just trying to explain that losing a credit card isn't something to take lightly. Wait, I get it now. Since the card can be used to buy all sorts of things, you're worried that someone might pick it up and use it, right? You're just panicked because you don't want someone else to spend money with your card. Exactly, and you should understand why I'm worried. If someone uses the card without permission, it's a huge problem. Wait a second, though. Are you sure you understand how credit cards actually work? What? Of course I know how they work. No, a credit card isn't just something you can use like cash. It's a way to buy things now and pay for them later. Do you even know what that means? Wait, what? Can you explain it again? Okay, listen carefully. When you use a credit card, the company pays for the purchase up front. But you're not paying right then. You have to pay the company back later. Essentially, it's like borrowing money. Oh, so if someone uses my card, I'm the one who gets the bill later? Yes, exactly. And that's why I'm so stressed about it. If my card gets lost, I'll be responsible for any charges made with it. Huh, I see. But do you really have to go to the police? Did you even hear what I just said? It's really important to report it to the police as soon as possible if someone finds and uses your card. But we don't even know if anyone used it yet. What if you just misplaced it somewhere? If you wait too long and someone uses the card, it's already too late to do anything about it. And you're acting really suspicious about it. Is there a reason you're so against reporting it to the police? What are you implying? Are you accusing me of something? That's horrible, Jan. Oh, I'm accusing you now? Well, maybe you don't realize it, but you used my card, didn't you? You knew about it all along, didn't you? What? No, I didn't. I didn't even think about it that way. I didn't think you would, but if you actually knew what you were doing, you'd realize how much trouble you're in. What do you mean? Don't act like you don't know. I can see it on your face. You know you've been using my money. And don't even try to make excuses. You took my card without asking, and now you're just playing dumb. Well, fine. What's the big deal? It's not like you're actually losing anything. It's your cards, right? Your money is the one that's really affected. Of course I'm affected. You're using my card for things I didn't agree to, and that's stealing. You think it's funny that you're going on a vacation and I'm the one paying for it? It doesn't really matter to me. It's not like I'm actually losing anything. It's all your money anyway, right? You're just mad because you're not the one enjoying the trip. That's exactly the problem. You're acting like it's no big deal. If you had any respect for me or my things, you'd never have done this. Oh, I get it now. I'm the bad guy. Fine, I'll own it, but you don't have to make such a big deal out of it. It's not like it's the end of the world. Yes, it is the end of the world, Kennedy. You don't understand the consequences. You think it's all fun and games, but when the bills come in and I'm left paying for your mistakes, you'll see how serious it really is. Whatever. I'm enjoying my vacation, and you're just mad because you have to pay for it. Enjoy your life, Jan. I won't let this go, Kennedy. I am done being nice about this. I've already stopped your card. Huh? What do you mean? When a credit card is lost or stolen, they can stop it to prevent any further fraudulent charges. So the cards you're holding right now? It's completely useless. It doesn't hold any value at all. You can't use it for anything anymore. No way! Are you saying I can't use it anymore? But it's mine! You can't just take that from me! Exactly. It's no longer ours. I'm afraid you're out of luck. It's been stopped, and it's void. You can't even buy a candy bar with that card anymore. Wait, hold on. This can't be real. You can't just take my card away from me like that. Oh, but I can. It's already been done. The moment you misused that card, it became useless. I wasn't going to let you keep using it when you took advantage of the situation. It's over. I've already contacted the bank, and they've stopped it. You've been cut off. Oh, this can't be happening. Are you serious? I'm very serious. I tried to give you the benefit of the doubt, but you crossed the line. You think I'm going to let this slide? You've already taken advantage of me, used my trust, and now you think you can keep going? Not anymore. Wait, please. This isn't fair. You can't just leave me high and dry. What am I supposed to do now? What were you planning to do when you took the card? Use it for yourself and hope I wouldn't find out? Well, you're not going to get away with it. You didn't think about what would happen if you got caught, did you? I didn't think it through. I was desperate. I didn't think you'd find out so soon. Please, just let me have it back. I'll make it right, I promise. Just please. I'm sorry, but I'm afraid it's too late for that. You had your chance, and now you're dealing with the consequences. The card is gone, and I am not going to just hand it back to you. You'll have to live with this. No, this isn't fair. This is all your fault. You're making this worse than it has to be. My fault? Are you serious right now? You're the one who stole from me. You took what wasn't yours. You took my trust and threw it away. This is all on you. If you're looking for someone to blame, you should start with yourself. No, I didn't mean to steal from you. I just needed the money. I didn't know what else to do, and I was scared of what would happen if I didn't. I didn't want to be stuck in this mess, and I thought I could fix it before you noticed. Scared? Scared of what? You thought you could fix it before I noticed? You didn't even think about the consequences of your actions, did you? You thought you could take what isn't yours and just get away with it. And now you're trying to blame me for this? I didn't know what to do. I didn't think it would go this far. Please, just don't make it worse. I'll fix it. I'll do anything. Just don't make me lose everything. Lose everything? You already did that when you decided to steal from me. Everything you had is gone because of your choices. It's all gone. Please don't tell Mom and Dad. Don't make it worse. I'm begging you. I'm sorry. Really, I messed up. I know I did, and I'll make it right. Just please don't tell them. Oh, you think I'm just going to cover this up for you? Do you think I'm going to let you keep hiding what you did? I'm not your personal cleanup crew. You made this mess, and now you need to clean it up. You don't get to hide from your mistakes. I won't tell them, but it's not like I'm going to just let you off the hook. I've already made arrangements, and they know what happened. What? You've told them? No, please, you can't do this. Please don't tell them. They'll hate me. You're ruining everything. They know. I'm not going to let this slide just because you're family. I told them, and we made a decision together about how we're going to deal with this. And trust me, you're not going to like it. Please don't do this. I'll work it off. I'll do whatever you want. Just don't make it worse. I'm begging you. Don't tell Mom and Dad. I can't lose everything. I already told them, and the decision is made. There's no going back now, and I'm not going to let you get away with this. You're going to have to face the consequences, whether you like it or not. Wait. You can't do this to me. I'm your family. You can't just leave me hanging like this. I made a mistake, but that doesn't mean I deserve to lose everything. Don't you care about me at all? I care about you, but this isn't about that. This is about what you did. You made a choice, and now you have to face it. Don't you get it? This isn't about family. It's about what's right and wrong. And what you did was wrong. I'm not going to protect you from the consequences. What am I supposed to do now? You've taken everything from me. What am I supposed to do without the card, without the money? I'm stuck here. You're going to figure it out just like everyone else does when they screw up. You don't get to hide behind your mistakes and think that everything will just magically work out. You have to face it. You have to take responsibility. I can't do this. I can't handle it. You don't understand. This is too much for me. I can't take it. You can, you will, you have to. This is the reality now. You can either face it or you can keep running from it. But either way, it's not going away. So what now? What happens to me? What do I do? I can't go back, not after everything. Well, you have two options. You can either continue down this path to try to avoid your responsibilities and end up losing everything, or you can face what you've done, take accountability for it, and try to make things right. But how am I supposed to fix this? I can't even pay for anything now. I'm stuck here without money, without a way out. You're not completely stuck. I've already talked to Mom and Dad, and we made arrangements for you. You're going to have to work hard, but you'll be able to pay for things in the end. It's going to take time, but that's the price you pay for your actions. I don't know if I can do this. I don't know if I'm strong enough for all of this. You are. You have no choice. But I'll be there to help you through it. This isn't going to be easy, but you can get through it. You just need to stop running and start facing the reality of what you did. The next day, we finally arrived in Seattle, a city known for its iconic skyline, bustling streets, and vibrant culture. It was a long-awaited trip, and the excitement was palpable among the group as we began to explore what the city had to offer. Little did we know that the day would be marked by more than just sightseeing. It would also be defined by the presence of someone who had, quite frankly, overstayed her welcome before we even arrived. She had apparently spent all her remaining money at the cafe, sitting there for hours waiting for us to show up. We had no idea she would go that far. By the time we got there, she must have been feeling pretty desperate. Honestly, it felt like she was using us to pass the time, or perhaps to gain some sympathy, hoping that we would feel bad for her situation. She was being, well, a bit of a burden. I couldn't help but think that we were dealing with more than just a friend. We were dealing with someone who didn't quite understand boundaries. From the moment we walked into the cafe, it was clear that her demeanor had shifted. She didn't greet us with the usual enthusiasm or warmth. Instead, she seemed to almost shrink into her seat, avoiding eye contact, and it became evident that she was feeling the weight of the decisions she had made. I mean, how could she not? She had spent money that wasn't hers to spend and was now reaping the consequences. Guilt and embarrassment were written all over her face. We tried to move past it and enjoy the day anyway, as we had come to Seattle for a reason, to see the sights, to experience the culture, and, most importantly, to have a good time. The day was beautiful, the weather was perfect, and the city was alive with energy. We toured some of the city's most famous landmarks, like the Space Needle and Pike Place Market, and explored the bustling neighborhoods that were full of life and history. But despite the fun we were having, there was an underlying tension, and that tension seemed to come from her, who remained quiet and distant the whole time. It was as if she didn't want to be there at all. She wasn't engaging in conversation, wasn't participating in any of the excitement that Seattle had to offer. I could see her constantly checking her phone, looking down, almost as if she was trying to escape from the situation. It wasn't lost on me that she was probably feeling the pressure of knowing that she had, in some way, mismanaged her resources, and now she was left with the uncomfortable reality that her actions were coming back to haunt her. It was hard not to feel a little awkward around her at that point, especially since we had all been excited to be there together. As the day went on, it became more and more clear that she wasn't enjoying herself. She wasn't really taking in the sights or participating in the things we were doing. Her silence was almost deafening, and I could tell that she was uncomfortable in her own skin. I almost felt bad for her. Well, I tried to feel bad for her, but at the same time it was hard to ignore the fact that this was the result of her own choices. She had been the one who had mismanaged her money, she had been the one who had put herself in this position, and now she was the one suffering the consequences. It was like she was hoping for some kind of miracle or for someone to swoop in and save her from her predicament. It was at that point that my mother, the ever-direct and no-nonsense woman, dropped the comment that would seal the awkwardness of the day. As we were walking along, trying to decide where to go next, my mother casually turned to her and, without missing a beat, said, "We don't waste money like Kennedy does." It wasn't said in a tone of anger, but it was definitely blunt and pointed. My mother's words cut through the tension in the air, and you could see the color drain from Kennedy's face. To be honest, I wasn't sure if my mother meant it to come out the way it did, but I knew my mother well enough to understand that she didn't always hold back her opinions, no matter how sharp they might be. I think she saw it as a way of calling out the issue directly, but I don't think she fully understood how much of a sting it would have. Thank you for watching and listening. We hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe. Also, feel free to leave a comment about what you thought of the story. We look forward to seeing you at the next story.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and hit the like button. See you next time.